get so lost sometimes. Days pass and this emptiness fills my heart. When I want to run away, I drive off in my car. But whichever way I go, I come back to the place you are. All my instincts, they return. The grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, the light, the heat.
Here it is.
I am complete. In your eyes, you see the doorway.
Every single time.
Resolution of all the fruitless searches.
I could listen to that all night long. 802-333-0483. Open lines here on the Every Single Night Show. This is In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. My name is Jesse, and I come to you live every single night, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 p.m. Central, from the great state of Texas, right outside the city of Austin, nestled deep inside the Texas Hill Country. Tonight is... What is tonight? Saturday, June 19th, 2021. And it's the Every Single Night Show. Woo! Yeah, I love that applause. When that applause hits, it gets you right here. It gets you right here in the middle of the chest and right down there in the jimmy. That's where it gets you. Oh my God. Did I tweet? I think I tweeted, because you have to share social media. We're over here at Too Dumb for This on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You got to share on social media because that's where the kids are these days. But I'm not on the tickety talk. I don't know how it works. I opened it up one time and I didn't even have an account, but I opened it up one time and just saw nothing but half naked girls dancing to hip hop. I guess that's what the kids are doing. Plow Production checking in on the YouTube chat. Jerry checking in on the YouTube chat. Jeff checking in on the YouTube chat. Thank you, gentlemen, for tuning in. I appreciate the hell out of you. But yeah, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Too Dumb for This, not on the tickety talk. I don't know how it works. I just don't know how it works, but I know a lot of people swear by it. They're like, you got to get on TikTok. And I think even that, I don't know why I itch so much. I think even that's getting kind of old hat now, right? First it was Snap, the Snurp Churt. All the kids were going to Snurp Churt. They were sending each other snurps. And then I think they were using it for dirty stuff. I think. I don't know, like, obviously adults, but I think adults were using it for dirty stuff. I still don't know how it worked. I think somebody tried to send me a snurp one time, and I just said, I gave him my Twitter handle. I don't know. And then everybody moved to the tickety talk. And I don't know why. I I think it's a Chinese company, right? Like ByteDance. I think that's a company. I don't know. Don't know. I think it's very suspicious when suddenly everybody starts moving. Facebook is in serious trouble. Although I guess they own Instagram. Instagram is still hot. But people, I don't know. I don't see people on Facebook a lot anymore. I feel kind of old telling people, hey, check out my Facebook page. It's like telling them to check out your GeoCities account or your Zanga or your Tumblr. I guess Tumblr was cool until Yahoo bought it, right? And then they took off all of the adult content. That's when things start to die. That's why Twitter is still alive. Twitter is alive because of cryptocurrency. It's alive because of what else is on Twitter? Business, tech. Anybody who has a business has a Twitter handle or something to talk about, like a motivational speaker, they have a Twitter handle. Oh, we have a Twitter. I'm on Twitter all the time. I'm on Twitter when I do four things: buy cryptocurrency, hang out with my family, do this show, and hang out on Twitter. But now everybody's doing the Clubhouse stuff. Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces and Spotify. What did Spotify just launch? Spotify just launched. Hold on. Stay with me. Stay with me. They launched Green Room. Spotify Green Room. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. And these are our audio only hangout rooms. And it's like, well, this is what I do. I do an audio only hangout room. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because I mean, look, it's enough to just do a YouTube show and then tweet a couple times, and then you got to be on all this other stuff. And I don't think you need to be. I think you need to be where your listeners or viewers are. Twitter, Plow Production, Twitter has adult content. Yes. And that's why they haven't died. So Tumblr used to have, well, I think they might still have some light adult content, but they used to have some pretty aggressive adult content, or so I was told. And Yahoo bought them and came in and cleaned up what's in my mouth? What is that? Dog hair? Ugh, God. So they cleaned it up, and the next thing you know, Tumblr just, it did. It died. It's dying like a slow death. It's on my nose. God, you think I'd have this thing together? Got my Waterloo Summer Berry. I bought more today. You got to buy more. It's like Bitcoin. You just buy more whenever you can. Twitter has adult content. Yeah, they do. They have a lot of it. And OnlyFans. OnlyFans has adult content. Now, I don't know how you access it. I've been to OnlyFans.com once because somebody sent me a link, but I've never seen a dirty picture there. I think you got to pay for it or something. That's good. That's cool. You got to support content creators. But, they say, I tried to get T-Bone Shaftwell one time. I said, hey, man, we need an OnlyFans account because I wanted to do some premium podcast feeds. What is on my nose? It itches. I don't know. Can't see anything. So I said, we got to get an OnlyFans account. And he said, isn't that for porn stars? I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's premium content. So if you are a chef, if you are a podcaster, you can have a Patreon account, or you can have an OnlyFans account, I imagine. There's no contract that says you have to have nudity on OnlyFans. There's none of that. There's none of that. Speaking of OnlyFans, did I get that? I don't think I got that article. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I don't even know what this is about. Oh my God. What is it? I don't think this is a story. But yeah, speaking of OnlyFans, here, let's go into this and see if this is any good. Because people like racy stuff. They like racy stuff. Here we go. Her name is Rayleigh Diesel. Now that sounds like a porn name. Yeah, look at her. Let's see. Star OnlyFans model so embarrassed after neighbor interrupts her filming a sex role play video to tell her she's being too loud. This is not a story. Now let's get into it. 31-year-old model shared the behind-the-scenes footage to her hundreds of thousands of TikTok followers. There we go. TikTok again. She has hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok. 620,000. Now, how do you even start? OnlyFans model Rayleigh Diesel says she was left red in the face. Okay, that's what embarrasses her. After a neighbor knocked on her door to tell her he could hear her while she was filming a sex roleplay video. So she's embarrassed somebody can hear her, but she's not embarrassed when somebody pays her $5 a month. I guess not. I don't know. According to The Sun, OnlyFans model Rayleigh Diesel, there she is again. She does not look like she's easily embarrassed. Shared the embarrassing neighbor encounter to her TikTok, where she boasts an impressive 620,000 followers. In the video, the influencer can be seen hastily covering herself up with a robe to answer the door. We were just trying to have a family lunch, and I was wondering if you don't mind turning your TV volume down or shutting your window. We have some small children, and they're very curious to know what you're watching, the neighbor dad can be heard saying. While filming an OnlyFans video, her doorbell rang and she had to quickly cover herself up in a robe. This is not news. I'm sorry. Her fans reveled in the shared cringeworthy moment. I'm dying of embarrassment and I had nothing to do with this, one fan wrote. Oh my God, they thought I was watching a movie. In her apology to her neighbor, OnlyFans model Rayleigh Diesel said she may have had a window open, which resulted in the sounds she was making traveling to her neighbor's abode. I wonder what sounds she was making. I don't know. All I'm saying is, look, I don't think she can be embarrassed. I mean, look, I don't know. Maybe she is. I'm not her. I'm not her. But yeah, if you're embarrassed by those sounds, then I mean, and then you could go to your 620,000 followers on Tickety Talk to tell them what happened. Maybe you're not so embarrassed. Maybe it's a PR stunt. I need a good PR stunt. YouTuber reveals hog accidentally on live stream. That's what I need. I need some good old-fashioned clickbait. Clickety bait. YouTuber pulls out scrotum on live stream. Audience shocked. Audience shocked to find out his scrotum is bulbous and shorn. Shorn. Is that a word? A shorn scrotum? Oh my God. This is Saturday night. We got the Saturday night after hours. Oh my God. God damn it. God damn it. I just scratched myself on this thing again. Ow. Oh, I'm bleeding. Oh my God. Oh, this is what I get for having props on the show. This is why I'm bleeding. I'm going to have to get a tetanus shot. Oh my God. Or Neosporin. Oh my God. Song of the day. We got to get into the song of the day because that's a pretty important song. That's In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. If you guys remember that song, of course, I mean, who doesn't remember that song? It was from, it's a fantastic song, but one of the most iconic moments from that song was in Say Anything, the famous Cameron Crowe movie, where John Cusack, is holding up the, well, let me get it for you, just in case you don't know. You'll know this picture. John Cusack, Say Anything, boom box. I mean, if you've ever seen a movie at all, you're aware of this shot. This takes forever to share my screen. There it is. That's the moment right there that I'm talking about. So, of course, John Cusack holding up the boombox. In your eyes, your eyes. Now, in the movie, he's in love with a girl. Ione Skye played her. John Mahoney plays the dad. And John Mahoney's just fucking fantastic in this movie. Didn't Say Anything. I think this is Cameron Crowe's first movie. I think. And of course, if you're not familiar with Cameron Crowe, you're familiar with his work. Almost Famous, Jerry Maguire, goes on and on and on. This guy, he can write dialogue. I've never heard better dialogue. Where John Hughes can get you right here. Right here. He has a way of just going straight to the heart. Cameron Crowe has, his dialogue is just smoking. It is smoking dialogue. I don't know who can write better dialogue. He came up with Show Me the Money. Show Me the Money. That was like everywhere for a decade or two. Anyway, of course, this is a very, very famous moment. In Your Eyes, Peter Gabriel. And John Cusack, he holds up this boombox outside of Ione Skye's window. And he starts playing this song. In Your Eyes. A couple things. If you're watching the movie, you can't see it here so much. But if you're watching the movie, there are park benches behind him. He's clearly not standing outside of her window. And there's a reason for that, because this shot, the one used in the movie, was actually filmed on the last day, the very last day of filming for the entire film. And they just couldn't get this shot right. And they didn't know why. It just didn't feel right, right? So they try it one more time. There's a park across the street after they had filmed their last scene. There's a scene where John Cusack is kicking some glass out of Ione Skyway. And there's a park across the street. And they're like, let's try it, because the sun is going down. The sun is setting, and you get this like perfect look to it. And they try it again, and then they nail it. So in the movie, the cut that makes it is, of course, this cut in the park. And clearly he's not in her front yard. Yeah, my back is just... Clearly he's not in her front yard. He's at a park. But it's okay. That works. Now, behind the scenes, they tried a million different poses. Now, what you don't see, this picture went everywhere. This picture is iconic film history. But what you don't see is, of course, the 13 different variations, 14, 15, 16 different variations of this shot. And there was intense debate about this shot. John Cusack didn't want this shot. There were shots of him holding up the boombox with one arm. There were shots of him sitting on the car hood with the boombox to the side. Just different styles. I have a Clash t-shirt coming, by the way. You can't see it here, but he's wearing a Clash t-shirt. The band, The Clash. London Calling. Anyway. Yes, I was there too. Oh my God. So John Cusack said, this is too much. He said, this is too much for my character to be standing there holding a boombox. It's too dramatic. It's too much. And he wanted to be sitting on the car hood with the boombox to the side. And Cameron Crowe said, dude, you got to give me this. Try it. Just try it. And Cameron Crowe I think that, again, don't quote me on this, movie buffs, but I think this was his first film ever. I don't know if we can find that out. Here, let's do this. Cameron Crowe wiki. You got to trust the wiki. You go to the wiki. Blah, 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 burp. Then you go down here. Everybody knows, of course, he was a writer on Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And then the Wildlife. Oh, yeah, here it is. Say Anything. Director, writer. Yep. So Say Anything was his first film that he directed. And of course, coming off the heels of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Now, that was based on a real life book. That was based on a real life book of that he wrote, where he went undercover. So Cameron Crowe graduated young. I think he skipped a few grades early in his life. I think he entered third grade early or something. So when he graduated from high school, I think he was only 15. And then, of course, he went on to, if you're familiar with the story, he went on to be a writer for a rock magazine, ... But he eventually, he came up with this idea to go undercover at high school because he didn't have a senior year. He wasn't a real high school student. He was just a kid when he graduated high school. So he had this idea to go undercover in high school, and then he wrote a book about it. It got picked up, and then they turned it into Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Anyway, that's the story behind the iconic Say Anything boombox scene. But that song, Peter Gabriel's In Your Eyes, that is on our Spotify playlist. Click the link. There's the social media accounts right there. Shit, I'll just share it right here. Post a comment. www.show.to every single night. There you go. That's our link. I don't even know if that link shows up right. Anyway, you click that link, takes you to another link that says Spotify playlist. Follow that playlist, and you can listen to all the songs we play on the show. Because if you are a podcast listener, you don't get the songs. You don't. I'm sorry. But if you are on the Spotify, the YouTube live stream every single night, you play that. You get to hear the songs. Paw Production, we're having a pizza party for Grandpa's birthday tomorrow. Everybody's invited. There you go. You want to go to a party that is going live on the internet, worldwide internet. So hit up Plow Production if you want an invite to Grandpa's pizza party. Everybody is invited. Man, what are we going to get into tonight? I guess we kind of got into it. I don't have anything else. Smash the like button. Ring the bell. Plug the podcast. Plug the Spotify playlist. Let's see. Do we need to talk about cryptocurrency? All these YouTubers, they say, if you like making money in cryptocurrency, then watch me. And then you watch them, you invest in what they say, and then you you lose all your money. That's the way it's worked for me anyway. It's just a bad deal. It's just a bad deal. I can't reach over here. Very quickly, we can cover this. We can cover what is happening here. Let me show you where the hell am I? Where am I? Where's my live stream? There's my live stream. Share screen, Chrome tab. This takes way too long. Here you go. Today's cryptocurrency prices by market cap. I mean, you can see Bitcoin just hanging out. It's just hanging out right there. And then look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm getting a little. My back itches. I don't know. I mean, look, we're up 1% in the past day. We're up 1% in the past week. These are not the moves that Bitcoin makes. But it is everything follows the Bitcoin. Everything follows the Bitcoin. So here you go. In the last week, here's what's been going on. We played around, with 40s, and then we just shit the bed again. But it's been a rough ride. I mean, look, let's go back 3 months here on Bitcoin. It's been a rough ride. This is what we're dealing with. You can't see it. It's not too dramatic here, but this is really, really dramatic. I wish I could change this a little bit more. But it is very dramatic. Oh, let's see. Trading view. What does this do for us? Yeah, I mean, here we go. This is what really happened to Bitcoin. Here we are, flirting with 64 or 65,000. It looks like Bitcoin was on a rocket ship. And then boom. Now we're back down here at 35,000. And we can't get out. So now the next question is, what is going to happen? What's going to happen to Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin going to boom, shapunga and just go straight up? Or is Bitcoin going to go sideways and then just shit the bed and fall apart and go back into like the 20s or possibly the teens? I don't know. No one tells you that, though. No one tells you that. If you listen to anybody, who's a cryptocurrency fanatic, they don't like to talk about things going down. But things go down all the time. They go down all the time. But yeah, Ethereum's rough. The good news is I keep buying the dips. I'm a dummy. I buy when things go down. But I guess that's not stupid, right? You buy low, you sell high. That's what they say. But if anybody said, "Oh, hey, I've got a business you should invest in," they're really shitting the bed and running the whole business into the ground. You should buy in. It doesn't work like that. And that's what I do. It doesn't work like that, but that's what I do. So I'm slowly reducing my average cost basis on this Bitcoin, this Ethereum. Tether is right up there. USDT, that's right up there because people are moving money into their stable coins. What else? I don't own any Binance BNB, although that would be a good. I mean, look, a couple days ago, I think that was under 300, wasn't it? I don't know. Cardano, I own a ton of Cardano. There's Doge, XRP, USD. I own Polkadot. I own Uniswap. I own Solana. I own Chainlink. I own Polygon. I own Stellar. VeChain I own. Anyway, it's all kind of blah. All right, let's go back and see who has been hit the hardest in the past 7 days. Kusama. Let's see. Yeah, XRP might be a good buy. stellar. I don't know. It's just kind of blah right now. I'm not really feeling it. Not really feeling much. It's just kind of blah. Everything is taking a, wait and see approach here. Stop sharing that. Yeah, everything is kind of taking a wait and see approach because it's just blah. It's just going sideways on us. And no one knows what's going to happen next. No one knows what's going to happen next. But that is the cryptocurrency. We got to get into this news. This is a big deal. This is a big, big deal. So, we are seeing, we saw a mermaid attack. We are seeing a big, big, big feet everywhere. And of course, UFOs are in the skies all around us. So here's what we have going on now. Remember that Tic Tac video that the, oh my God, where am I? Here we go. This is it. The Tic Tac video. The infamous Tic Tac UFO investigated by the Pentagon, now seen over UK by baffled Brits. So there is a confirmed 1 billion% confirmed UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena sighting. And it was a Tic Tac that was like pretty aggressive. I think it was like moving up and down and sideways and all sorts of things. The anomalous cylindrical object in the skies over Leicestershire hovered briefly in the evening sky before shooting off at incredible speed, says Brit Lucy Jane Castle. That's a cool last name. But yeah, it's a very famous Tic Tac UFO. But now it's hanging out over the UK. What the hell is this thing? There's the picture. The zoomed in photo appears to show a distinctive Tic Tac shaped aircraft. What is that? I mean, looks like one of my vitamins. An unidentified flying object resembling the Tic Tac UFO spotted by U.S. Navy pilots based on the USS Nimitz in 2004 has been spotted over the UK. Lucy Jane Castle from Hinckley in southwest Leicestershire managed to grab a snap of the unexplained object before it got away at high speed. I don't understand. Why is it so blurry? Why is that so blurry? I'm sure she has a smartphone with like a 14,000 megapixel camera on it. What did she take a picture? What is that? Did she use a pebble? Did she take that picture with a pebble? Oh my God. Lucy posted a photo of the strange sight together with a zoomed in version to emphasize its strange cylindrical shape on a UFO Hunters Facebook group. Oh, I gotta join that. What happens if I click that? Oh my God, it just takes you to Facebook. Oh my God, did I just ruin everything? There we go. Did I ruin it? Did it ruin it? Did I ruin it? Let's go back here. There she is. Is this working? Yeah, you can see her head. Terrific. It was hovering for a while, and within a blink of an eye, it had gone, she said. Never seen anything like this before in that shape, she added. Quickly took a picture while it was very still, and within a blink of an eye, it disappeared. I want to kiss you. Not me. That's what she's saying to you guys. Dan Watson, a fellow of the private UK UFO sightings group, replied with a photo of two similar objects he claims have seen over Swindon last year. There you go. That's what he has seen. Group member Brian Jessup added that these Tic Tac shaped objects are the commonly seen UFOs now. Another commenter, Peter Stanberry, theorized that what Lucy had seen was actually a perfectly normal airliner, but that digital photo compression had rounded off any small elements such as the wings and tail, turning the airline's cylindrical body into an apparent UFO. Let's look at that. Is that an aircraft? I don't think so. That looks like a Tic Tac UFO. Yep. Terry Moore disagreed, saying that he couldn't see any tail and saying it could be an airship or yet again a Tic Tac. Sightings have increased massively. From what I've heard, U.S. military had 6,000 sightings last year alone. So either we're being visited or someone has some new tech. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're dealing with here. Look at that. I mean, that's a Tic Tac UFO. That is a tickety-tack UFO. A report on the 120 or so sightings of anomalous aircraft sighted by U.S. military personnel is expected to be published by the Pentagon's UAP task force on June 25th. So there we go. Ladies and germs, we got to circle that date, June 25. Because June 25 is when that Pentagon report is going out. And I think that's going to go live. Now, is that going to be full disclosure? Are we going to be let down? What will the report feature? Nobody knows. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. So that's what we're dealing with. I think I will make a hypothesis. I hypothesize that the government report will say a bunch of shit like, we saw this, we don't know what it is, and we're going to leave it at that. I think that's what it's going to say. I think it's going to say, we saw a bunch of weird shit in the sky. We don't know what any of it is, and that's it. I think they're going to be fairly truthful. Now, is it the truth? Is it? I don't know. Could be the truth. Could not be the truth. But, I mean, look, if we are being visited by, look, honestly, if you're making a Tic Tac that can go at the speed of whatever it's going, you are probably more, what's on the wall? I don't know. You are probably technically superior, technologically superior to us. So I think it's safe to say that you're probably not going to be caught unless you want to be caught, So I don't think our military, is catching up with a Tic Tac that can do all that stuff. So I think the report is going to say a lot of, hey, we saw this and then it disappeared. We saw this and then it disappeared. We saw this and then it disappeared. And you'll have like 6,000 pages of that. That's what it's going to be. And it won't say we've made contact. It won't say, it won't be definitive proof, because there never is any definitive proof of any of this stuff. Because they don't want to be caught. Whoever they are. Let's hope it's extraterrestrial. I don't know. Would that be a good thing? I think, look, if we are being visited, what are the odds that it's even biological? It wouldn't make any sense, right? So EBE, extraterrestrial biological entity. What are the odds that ship actually has like a living being in it? Probably zero. We've gone to space. We've gone to the moon. But everything else that we've sent beyond the moon, well, a lot of people don't think we've gone to the moon. A lot of people think we have a flat earth. A lot of people think Donald Trump, old 45, should still be president. A lot of people think vaccine. We can go on and on. What a lot of people think about. But a lot of people think that, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, so we've gone to the moon, but anything past that has really been a drone. It's been a machine. Why would we send this, a pile of blood and guts that poops and pees all over the place and sweats? Now, I don't know. Maybe aliens don't have indigestion. I took a few Tums before the show because I made some homemade pizza tonight. But I feel puffy because I also made a loaf of white bread. Check the Twitter account @2dumb for this. I posted a picture. But I would not send, if I'm a technologically advanced civilization, I'm not sending a body of blood and guts that poops and pees and sweats all over the place. And you need to eat, and then you take that energy and then you poop it out somewhere. That seems very inefficient. So what I would do is I would, build a robot or a drone, and I would just send that. I'd be sitting at home, Netflix and chilling, watching some UFO American Idol, or some alien sitcom or something, while this drone just went and took all the pictures, did all the surveillance, did all the stuff. I wouldn't be traveling all over the universe. Why would you? Sounds like a lot of work. And our boy Elon Musk, he wants to go to Mars. It's like, why? Why do you want to go to Mars? That sounds like a lot of work. Let's just hang out here. Watch Say Anything. Watch John Mahoney. John Cusack. Ione Sky. Anyway. Oh my God. That's is that it? Is that what we're gonna get into? I think we got to get into this really quickly. I do want to get into this. I could save it for tomorrow. I know we've already talked about the cryptocurrency, but this is a big deal. This is a big deal. You guys will like to hear this. And if you are hodling your Bitcoin, you will appreciate this because I'm hodling my Bitcoin. I have not sold one Satoshi. Not one Satoshi. Maybe someday I will. I don't know. But right now I'm hodling. That means holding on for dear life. But you got to hear this. This is from Bitcoin Magazine, so they're not biased or anything. Bitcoin to $10 million by 2030. It might seem hyper bullish, but there is real reason to believe such an ascension in price could occur. Bitcoin will experience 3 halvings this decade. The first in 2020, the second in 2024, and the third in 2028. Counting the 2020 halving that already occurred last year, Bitcoin has experienced a total of 3 halvings since its launch in 2009. So if you're not familiar with the halving cycle, what it does is it makes Bitcoin more difficult to mine. That is my understanding of the halving cycle. Historically, in the year following each halving, the Bitcoin price shoots up exponentially due to an increase in demand and decrease in supply in the market. So that's why we are in a bull market now, because the Bitcoin halving cycle, there was one in 2020. And so the following year, every time there's a Bitcoin halving cycle, that's the 4-year halving cycle, it shoots up. Now, a lot of people are thinking, is it over? Did we see it happen in March or whatever? I hope not. I think we have a little bit of room to grow now. But historically, in the year following each halving cycle, the Bitcoin price shoots up exponentially due to an increase in demand and decrease in supply in the market. But there's a new type of demand in the market, one that weighs far heavier than the original demand by retail investors who have been buying for the past 12 years. This demand mixed with the decrease in supply issuance and the Bitcoin being taken off the market is the perfect formula for wild price swings. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see what's happening here. Historically, on November 28, 2012, the first ever halving occurred, dropping the mining reward from the base start of 50 to 25 Bitcoin. 365 days before the halving, the price of Bitcoin was $2.54. Now, this was back in 2011. Over the following year, as the supply shock took place, Bitcoin rose all the way to 1,007 before cooling off a little for an increase of over 8,000%. Okay, then go back to 2016. The second halving occurred, dropping the mining reward from 25 to 12.5 Bitcoin. 365 days before the halving, the price of Bitcoin was $269. Over the following year, Bitcoin went all the way up to 2,500 for an increase of 284%. So this is basically, I think, this is stock to flow. Like, this is the model, right? You're following the halving cycles, and then halving number 2, halving number 3, and it just keeps going up and up and up. In 2020, the third Bitcoin halving occurred, dropping the mining reward from 12.5 to 6.25 Bitcoin. A year before this halving price, Bitcoin was $7,300. And over the following year, it went all the way to 65,000 for an increase of 788%. Now, I know this is a lot of numbers. I'm just throwing numbers at you. But basically what they're saying here, you can follow this trend line. And they're saying that, it is impossible to predict the exact amount of demand for Bitcoin. Therefore, how much it will increase in price after these halvings is difficult to predict. But it's safe to assume the price outlook is mega bullish and that the next 9 years could look something like this or better. And it just, look at that. I mean, that's a trend line. That's a trend line right there. 2023. That's why people are, so 2021, that's why people are saying that we are looking at a $100,000 Bitcoin this year. And then, somewhere around here in the next handful of years, they're saying it'll go to, a million. I mean, this is a log scale here too. So, boom, 2030, a $10 million Bitcoin. That's why Michael Saylor is buying it all up. Bitcoin's limited supply of 21 million combined with rising demand assures its price will continue to go up. It's no longer just ordinary people buying and hodling. They're not making any more than 21 million. That's it. That is it. There will only be others. Yeah. There will only be 21 million Bitcoin ever. Ever. There's Cartman for you. Anyway, so somebody right there suggesting that a Bitcoin price by 2030 will be $10 million of Bitcoin. I don't know. All I know is I'm buying as much as I can. Whether it's good or bad, or it goes up or it goes down, I'm buying as much Bitcoin as I can. And that's my goal. I'm taking all these altcoins and I'm flipping them into more Bitcoin. I'm not going to buy and hold some of these altcoins because when crypto winter hits, I don't know what's going to happen to them. Don't know what's going to happen to them. But I'm also hodling Ethereum. And I'll probably hodl most of my Cardano as well. But yeah, you just gotta take that money and you roll that into more Bitcoin because they're only going to make 21 million Bitcoin ever. That's as much that can ever be mined in the whole world. So who knows? But some people are calling for a $10 million Bitcoin. That's the show. That's the Every Single Night show. My name is Jesse. I come to you live every single night, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 p.m. Central. We talk about cryptocurrencies. We talk about aliens. We talk about big feet. We talk about OnlyFans. We talk about movies. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me tonight on the Saturday night version of the show. Jeff, Pop Production, thanks for chatting on the YouTube chat. You guys have a good night because I know I will. No show tomorrow. I know this is the Every Single Night show, but no show tomorrow. I'll be back probably Monday night. You guys have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Let's do it to it, honey. The Pope takes a poop and the president too, and the fancy man's banker in his three-piece suit. The big fat general and all of his troops. The truth of the matter is everybody poops. The famous brain surgeon has to leave his lump, and the high-priced model has to stop for a dump. But can the sides of Canada can't spray away the truth? Cause even if they don't admit it, everybody poops. Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Sure things number more than two. Death and taxes and everybody poops. Some days it's easy, other days it's hard. But if your system's working, thank your lucky stars. Nobody talks about it, not a word is said. But if you're not pooping, then it means you're probably dead. The destitute and homeless have to do it, it's true. But even all the wealthy people gotta make do. And if you live long enough, it's happening to you. Sooner or later, everybody poops. Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Sure things number more than two. Death and taxes and everybody poops. Death and taxes and everybody poops. Death and taxes and everybody